Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're gonna be feeding someone we picked up in the 7 Deadly Sins maze. This is Lilysha, and oh, she had some lock ruin slots. I guess we're gonna have to shower her in gems. Otherwise we'll be sorry, right? Okay, so anyway, she's a legendary and she's darkness. She's actually the first female legendary that I have that has darkness. So I hope she's not a bad influence on the others. So let's find her a home. No. You're bad. You're very, very bad, aren't you? No, you're not going up there. Let's see. I don't think she can corrupt Violet and Gretchen. Elsa's going to have to fend for herself. Okay. She has friends. And she's right between Barnabas and Punchy. Isn't that nice? Okay, so... Okay, this is Lilysha. Okay, this is Lilysha. And, of course, she's a little one. She's got the wings flying around. That's interesting. We're obviously going to find her a different name. But, anyway, she's, as I said, she's legendary. She's darkness. She seems to be immune to nightmares. She gives you nightmares, right? Ruin slots, yeah, that's kind of a problem. Okay, she's fast. She's very fast. Faster than she is powerful. I'm guessing she's going to be doing some control because, you know, just probably what she's going to be doing, I guess. Anyway, Lilysha is sexy as hell. Or maybe sexy from hell. Just the sight of her distracts the toughest monsters, who fall to the feet of this evil Batwoman immediately. Let's take a look at her skills, although I think we can figure out a couple of her skills. Okay, quick kicks, low physical, hideous view, low darkness, and of course, I think we've seen what her special skill looks like, but let's see what it does. Okay, this is Demon Army. Deals heavy special damage to all enemies, may stun and apply nightmares. Apply nightmares, stamina leak. Okay, I think they probably could have worded that a little bit better, but essentially heavy special damage to all enemies. They'll be stunned for 1 round, assuming they're not immune to it or don't resist it. Gain nightmares and a stamina leak. Okay, that's a lot of really nasty things to put on top there. That's one, if that goes off, that's going to hurt a lot. I think we should start feeding her, even though I personally do think that's probably a really bad idea. But anyway, let's get her up to her teen years. I'm sure she'll be okay. Yeah, she's one of those teenagers, isn't she? Just kind of dangerous and such. So let's get going with the skill. Okay, could you come back up, please? Don't tunnel underground when I'm talking to you, young lady. Thank you. All right. First skill. Deals low dark damage to all enemies. That gauge does not look low to me. I'm guessing the gauge has to be very wrong because that's high moderate. And it's a 2-round cooldown. There's no way that could happen. It's an interesting start, that's for sure. It's an interesting start. So let's get her to level 10. Okay, Deadly Kiss. Possesses during 1 turn and applies damage reduction during 2 turns. So in other words, it's a possession with a damage reduction. The possession lasts 1 turn, damage reduction lasts 2 turns. Yeah, I never liked that combination because, you know, if you successfully possess somebody, I want them at full power. You know what I mean? So they're going to do something to their own guys or something like that. I want them at full power. Okay, obviously we're going to keep that because we don't have a choice, but that's not so bad anyway. So let's keep going here. Let's get to level 15. Okay. Somber Kicks. Deals moderate special damage, 50% chance of applying nightmares to target. Alright, well, why don't we just throw that in for here? Because... yeah, that one says moderate and the gauge is not even all the way full. I'm guessing the gauge was wrong on that first one. I mean, if that was the actual amount of damage, that would be phenomenal for a 2-round cooldown. So I just don't see that happening. Let's just keep it going. To level 20. Evil Love. Possesses target for 1 turn and applies a damage boost to it for 2 turns. Okay, see, That's half of what I want? Because the damage boost is good, but for 2 turns? Okay, only if you're going to be possessed for 2 turns. A skill like that is also extremely dangerous as well if you try to put it on somebody who is hardened, because they very well might resist the possessed part of it, and you might be giving them a damage boost. So you got to be very careful about that. Now here's the question. Obviously it's better than this one, mostly because it's a 2-round cooldown. But do I want both of them? I'm going to hold on to that one for a moment. I'm not keeping no 50%, so I'm going to put that there for now. Yeah, I don't keep no 50, especially 50% chance of nightmares. Yeah, not very useful, not very useful. So, let's go. Level 25 and her final form. Void Terror. Deals heavy dark damage, may applies nightmares and damage reduction to target. It's a heavy dark damage hit. It can apply damage reduction and nightmares. That's not bad at all. 2-round cooldown. That's the group 1. I'm guessing she's probably going to have more group 1s coming up. But you know what? I would probably put that in the first spot. I'm just not willing to give that one up yet. You know, I'm not willing to give that one up yet. So I'm going to put that in for this one. And there she is, her final form. So let's continue to feed her, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to feed her. Okay, and level 30. Macabre Kicks. Okay, deals moderate special damage, may apply daze. Okay. Interesting. What do I do about this situation? Alright, so it sounds like it's an upgrade for that one, but I would want... I don't know if I would want to keep that one. You know, it's a daze. Dazes can be good. This is a heavier hit right here, but it is darkness. We probably want something... Do I want to get rid of that one? I mean, it's an extra possession. I'm seeing that she's probably not going to be a damage dealer as much as she's going to be a controller. So, do I want to get rid of another possession? Alright, for the moment, I think I'm going to stick it up there. And then we'll see if something comes that ends up in that first slot. Just don't really want to get rid of the extra possession, you know? I mean, it's not as good as the one with the damage boost. I don't want to get rid of it yet. Let's just see what she's got. I mean, we can actually see what she's got. She's not really hiding that. So anyway, let's get to level 35. Okay. Tenebrous Kicks. Okay, deals moderate special damage, may stun. Okay, see, that's different. That's different. Alright, so that one I would take in a heartbeat. Stunning. I'm going to put that one up there for now because it's better than the daze. I might have to do a lot of moving around for her skills because we're still getting skills for her, right? Like the one we're going to get at level 40, which is going to make everything clear. Demon Heart. Possesses and applies damage reduction for 2 turns. Oh, that's a 2-round possession. See, that's much better. That's much better. It's got a 4-round cooldown to it, but that's much better. Alright, I'm going to swap this one for Deadly Kiss because obviously it's an upgrade. It's got a long cooldown to it, but you know what? It's going to charm for 2 turns, so why not? Okay, let's get to 45. Looking for something for that first spot. Okay, Macabre Kits. We saw that one already. Okay, level 50. I might have to start making some changes here. Morbid Visions. Deals low dark damage to all enemies. May apply nightmares to all targets. Okay, does that go in the first spot? I'm thinking I put the new skill, Morbid Visions, in the first slot. And then when I get the kicks back, I put that in for this one. I would like to have a special attack, and one that damages and a 1-round cooldown sounds like a really good idea. This one can help. You know, the Morbid Vision, I'm going to put Morbid Visions here. I'm going to wait for that one to show up again. That's what I'm going to do. Now, assuming nothing better shows up. But I mean, she's at 50 now. We may have seen everything. You know, we may have seen everything. So let's see if we have seen everything. Okay, Macabre Kits. No, I wouldn't switch that for Void Terror. No. Okay, last chance to get that other one back before testing. No. Okay, so I will put that one back, the one with the stun. as soon as it comes up again. I'm sure it's going to show up sometime before 100. She's not a damage dealer, obviously. She's not a damage dealer, though she does do, she likes to give nightmares out. She likes to give nightmares out. So let's take a look. Okay, final over here. She's fast, which makes sense. It does make sense. It does make sense considering. Let's look at her. Let's look at the skills that I chose for now. We have the first one, Morbid Visions. Deals low dark damage to all enemies, may apply nightmares to all enemies. She's not a damage dealer. Basically, the purpose of this is a little bit of damage and then putting the dots on. Nightmares isn't terrific. It's not the worst. It's not great, though. But it's okay. I mean, you figure she's probably supplementing the rest of the team in that respect, right? Evil Love. This is a good one. This is good. Possesses target for 1 turn, applies a damage boost. Now, the problem is the damage boost lasts for 2 turns. We've dealt with situations like that before. It wouldn't be the first one I would use. In other words, I would like to use that one later in the fight, maybe like halfway through the fight, because maybe then you can make sure that the creature is dead before it can actually attack your guys with a damage boost, you know? I would be more likely to go with the other one. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, we got this one. This is only temporary. This is only temporary. Void Terra deals heavy dark damage, may applies nightmares and damage reduction. It's a good attack, but I would rather have the special hit with the 1 round cooldown that stuns. That's the one that I would rather have. I'm going to grab that as soon as it becomes available. Worst case scenario, I end up spending the gems to get it. And the final one, which is a really nice one indeed. Demon Heart. Possesses and applies damage reduction during 2 turns. Not only is there damage reduction for 2 turns, it's actually possessed for 2 turns. So that's pretty nice indeed. I didn't put that in the first slot. The reason is because you really have to pick your enemy specifically for something like that. So I don't know if I would want the AI doing that. Matter of fact, I probably wouldn't put her in for defense. I would probably use her for situations in which I am actually controlling her. So in that case, you probably pick the individual who has the most threat, can do you the most good. The good thing about this one too is if it is a hardened creature, the worst that can happen is, well, actually, the worst can happen is both of them are resisted. Both effects are resisted. As opposed to this one, where the possession might be resisted, but of course the damage boost won't be. So you might just effectively give a damage boost. I believe it's Nishan's pet that has a similar skill. So that's the reason I've learned to be cautious with ones like that. Against hardened creatures. She's got a couple of possessions, one a 2-round possession, which can be very useful, and she can give out nightmares. Not too happy with the group attacks. The first one, I guess the gauge was a little messed up because it looked like it was a lot more powerful than the current one we're looking at. Of course, this one does give nightmares. The stun will be a good one too. So she's very control. She's not a damage dealer. She's very control. That's pretty much why the speed is better. Her life is a little lacking too, but I'm guessing she's not supposed to tank. So anyway, this is Lilysha. She's got some interesting stuff. She's got good skills too. And she's going to be in the next testing phase. We're probably going to be testing with her later today, actually. So that should be very interesting. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.